Hello and welcome. You're watching Markets Today. I'm Sakshi Batra, and this is where we discuss everything about the stock market's closing action. I'll give you a wrap up of the day and also the highlights of the sectors and the stocks that were in focus, what really happened throughout the day, and what to expect going forward from here in the markets as well. So let's start off with the closing first. Well, the Indian equity benchmarks, the Nifty and the Sensex, they ended flat, although on opposite directions, tracking the weak global cues that we were getting. Investors also remain on the sidelines ahead of the US inflation data that actually would now indicate how and in which direction would the US Federal Reserve really move as far as the interest rates are concerned and the tightening policy is concerned. So, after a positive note of opening, we did see a very, very volatile session through the day. It was a very choppy session, a tug of war between the bulls and the bears. The Sensex ended 35 points higher, in fact, or 0.06% on the lower note. 58,817 was the closing level. When you talk about the Nifty, that gained about 10 odd points, just a very flat closing right there with an upward bias, 0.06% of an up move. But the good part was that the Nifty managed to hold on to that 17,500 mark. When you talk about the Indian financial markets, remember they were closed on the previous session on account of Muharram. Today, when the markets on Monday, they had extended the gains of the previous week as well. And today, the markets were absolutely nearly flat towards the end of the session. So, the trading pattern has been very, very cautious in today's trading session. Experts do believe that till the time we get clear triggers from the US inflation and US Fed now, the markets may remain on the sidelines as well. In today's trading session, if you see, the other highlights included that Hindalco really was one stock that rose 4.5%, that boosted the metal pack, and the shine came back onto the metal stocks. The biggest loser today was Bajaj Finance, in fact, 2.5% down in trade. The Nifty Metal Index was up by 1.5%, while the IT index was the worst performing sector in today's trading session. So the biggest gainer, Hindalco on the index, the biggest loser, Bajaj Finance, the best sector, Nifty Metal, and the worst sector, Nifty IT. When you talk about the three major benchmarks, so the Sensex and the Nifty, flat in trade. Nifty Bank, however, moved higher, 0.1% in trade, so slightly outperforming the benchmarks in today's trading session. There have been a lackluster trade today. Experts do believe that after China's CPI inflation accelerated 2.7% in July, the highest level in 2 years, and ahead of the release of the US inflation data, the markets have actually remained quite muted. Now, when you talk about going forward from here, the experts believe that going forward from here, markets seem to be taking a pause before resuming a fresh rally upward. Now that we've already seen 17,500 being protected for 2 days in a row, and that's a bit of a positive sign that the markets did not slip below that after crossing that level on a closing basis for one day. Now, when you talk about the other technical patterns, Mohit Nigam, who's the head of PMS at Haim Securities, believes that on technical front, the Nifty 50 is showing a bullish momentum. After the recent consolidation, the momentum may continue to 17,800 kind of levels in the short term. On the downside, they believe 17,200 may remain as the immediate support for the Nifty. Talking about the bank Nifty, he believes that 37,700 and 38,750 will be the support and resistance levels, respectively, for the Nifty bank as we move forward from here. So, all eyes on the US inflation data, and I'll keep you posted with that update as well. On Business Today TV, you will get all updates on the business and stock news front as well. So don't forget to stay tuned on to Business Today TV to catch up all the updates that will impact the market data and the market movement even tomorrow.